Hi everyone! So I just thought I would come on and say hello. I got a little package in the post. This is the Doll 10 beauty box and this is inside. So I thought maybe I could try this out with you guys, see what you think. Doll 10, I think it's actually an American brand. I got this in QVC. I've actually seen the blogger and YouTuber, she's known as, she's called Alana, but she's Ellie Pearls is her Instagram, and I've seen her using this and I've been looking for it for ages because it's meant to be in Dunn's, but I think it's the Dunn store in Limerick, and I just always want to try it. So her skin's always beautiful and on point. Check her out. So I just thought I'd come on. Sorry guys, I'm in my gym gear. I actually did go out for my run. We are on self-isolation. My wee business that I've worked so hard for and opened in 2010 is closed, but I know it's for the best. And I obviously want to stay healthy myself. I don't want this coronavirus, so, and also obviously for my loved ones as well. So we're going to try this. There's actually a concealer as well. I think the concealer is just new, and I bought this with my own money as well, so just in case people are wondering. And I'm going to show you. So this is meant to be amazing, and there's one of the little metal tips, so it's lovely and cool. You don't even need to keep this in the fridge. It's meant to be for under the eyes. Really just, it's lovely and cooling. So perfect makeup. So I just thought I would do something really natural just to cheer me up because I'm feeling a little bit down. Did go out for my run, getting back into the running again. So I guess that's one really good thing from this. We are allowed to do our once daily exercise, so we can go out for a walk or go out for a run, and I think that's really good, obviously for our mentality as well, because I keep wanting to go to the cupboard for food and the fridge. I think I'm gonna have to put a wee sticker on it because I can't stop eating. Yes, that's one of the dilemmas of being at home. My boyfriend as well, he is a lorry driver for quite a large construction company, so he's actually still working. They just give him like a massive huge bottle of hand sanitizer for him in his lorry, so it's a little bit worrying, but I know he's in his lorry. He doesn't really get out of the lorry very much, so fingers crossed he's going to be okay and safe. I am taking this quite serious. I'm not going out at all. I'm not actually going to shops or anything. I'm not going clothes shopping. I'm not going food shopping. He's actually, because he's obviously comes home, he can pop into just a small store and get food. And I think that's probably a really good idea, because if you have any sort of underlying conditions, I do have a touch of, I guess it's nearly more like a seasonal thing for me. It's like a mild asthma. So I just have to be careful. Let's just put it that way. So I hope you guys are doing the same and staying safe. But I thought I would just do this because it's obviously just arrived in the post, and it's always nice to play with makeup, isn't it? It kind of makes you feel better. So I hope you can see me okay. I could probably zoom in, but I've a few stress spots, so I don't really want to zoom in too close because it might scare the living wet side of you. I'm just going to show you sort of what I do, just to, as I said, it's very natural and just make myself feel good. I have no makeup on at the minute, so what's everybody else up to? What are you doing to kind of cheer yourself up? So there's a few things here. I love Urban Decay, and I actually did get I have the new palette Wired. Now it's very similar to some of their other ones. They did produce electric and they produced a whole lot of different things. This is the colours, but I'm maybe going to do a wee look at another time with this. I actually got given this, I was gifted it because I actually do work for Urban Decay, so, and I love it. I love working on the counter with the girls. The girls are all so lovely. I get on really well with them, so it's actually, I'm really sad that I'm not working there because we have some really lovely loyal customers to Urban Decay as well, and so many things I love in the brand, but This anyway is like a little primer and you get the colour. And I've went for the one that I really like. This is like taupe. So I think it's actually called Taupe Trap. So just in case anyone's looking. Now there is a new product as well that's been brought out by Urban Decay. It's like a brow ink. Now it's 60 hours wear. This particular one is just the primer. So you can just brush it through. It actually kind of nearly thickens the hairs. So one end is the primer and you can just brush it through. I think a lot of people tend to, that's what they need for their brows as well, like just to basically keep them in shape. I haven't used any of the Doll 10 products ever, so this is basically like a first time trial as well, which is kind of fun, and I'm going to be doing it with you guys, so just thought it'd be really nice to do. So I don't even know if I'll do much editing with this video, so I'll just let that dry, because as I said, it thickens the brows as well, and then the colours on the other end when your brows is dry and you can brush it through. So I'm going to try this concealer. I'm going to put the concealer on first underneath just to see what this is like. Now I did go for medium. Now the reason I went for the medium as well is because, oh my word, look at that blemish. Just because I do like to do my tan, and I will do my tan. I'll actually probably do my tan at the weekend. Reason being, again, I know I'm not going anywhere, but you know, sometimes it's just nice to make yourself feel nice, and you know, it kind of just cheers me up. It's like a mental thing as well, where it's just taking the time and doing your makeup. I just think it's a nice thing to do. So I'm putting this on with the Wee Beauty blender, just bouncing it in. So this is the concealer. This product is probably too warm for my skin at the minute, but obviously I would wear tan and it will match. So, and I guess you could probably mix it with something else as well. I have a lot of other products, so I could mix it. There's nothing stopping you mix. So I can hope you can actually hear me okay, because I'm not really set up to do these videos. I probably will order like a little mic, and oh goodness, you can't see me here, can you? I probably will order like a little mic, because I would say I'll be doing a lot more, because I really am quite bored. So used to working 7 days a week. This is really strange for me, and probably strange for a lot of people. I have been thinking about, could I still do photographs maybe with the long lens, but I don't know, is that even wise, or is that a silly thought? Don't know. Don't even know if there's many people that would want to do that. You mean you could go to a nice park, and it means that I can stay, well, obviously depending on my lens, but if it's a 200mm, I'll be practically 100 feet away from them. Well, 50 at least. But then it's hard to direct someone if they're not like professional models, so I don't know. But I've been thinking lots of different things, so I don't know. It's hard to know. Please comment below if there's any suggestions at all. So I'm currently, obviously, you know, this is my little house, and yeah, I'm kind of stuck here. It is a lovely little place I live. It's nice, quiet, very quiet, and I'm very lucky to have a big playing field out the back as well, so I can kind of go through there and run around the playing field lots of times and go for lots of walks and things. Today I actually just did, it was probably about probably 3.5 miles, just to sort of, I actually walked and jogged because I haven't been out in a long time, so I'm just getting back into it. So I'm not sure, what do we think? Well, I know the colour is a bit too warm for me, but it's definitely too warm for me. I think I'm going to have to mix this, but there is definite coverage with it. So I think, obviously I have my tan done at the minute, so it's going to be quite different. So what I'm going to do is try the foundation now, but I think probably not going to be giving you a complete accurate So there's a mascara, there's a cheek blush, and there's a lip stick in here as well. Really nice packaging. I'm going to try this, but I'm actually going to mix it with something that I know is a lot paler. So I'm going to mix it with products that I was gifted, which are equally, it's very, very good. If you've ever heard of them, Note Cosmetics. So I think I'm going to mix this just because I know that this is way too, it's too warm for me. So I think I'm going to mix it with my paler Note, because then I'll get sort of a truer colour, I think. So I'll just kind of, so this is the, so it's good that it has a squirty sort of thing, quite like ones like that, you know, with the little pump. Obviously this is brand new, so it'll take us a few squirts. So definitely this medium is very warm, but there's nothing stopping you mixing your colours, because at the end of the day we tend to always change colours anyway. You know, sometimes we'll be, that's another thing I was doing, I was washing brushes. So there's a load of brushes, things you can do whenever you've got all day long. Also had a really nice bath as well last night and had all my candles and things. Yeah, when you don't know what to do with yourself. What is anybody else doing? I mean, is there any suggestions? I'm reading a book. Actually, I should go and get it for you. It was one that I did the picture of the author, which was kind of fun. So it's in the inside sleeve, the photograph, and the back photograph. And she sent me the book to read, which is kind of nice. So I'll be reading that as well. And I have been watching some movies. Whoa, this is definite full coverage. I have to say that. Can you even see me? Yeah, it's definite full coverage. It's good coverage. I think because I mixed it, sorry, I keep covering my face. So because I mixed it as well, can you see me? Because sometimes this seems to go, it's probably the sunlight changing at the window as well. So it's definitely full coverage. You're probably wondering what's going on with my hair as well, but I have naturally curly hair, and obviously I'm not going to be at a hairdresser's, so this brush is amazing. I love this brush. So it actually comes with it, this brush. So I suppose I should probably tell you. So this was on QVC, and this the full coverage foundation, the concealer, the big brush, then you've got the mascara, the lipstick, and the sort of cheek blush, which is a cream cheek blush. And basically it was worked out at like $39.95, but then you have postage included, so it was like all in £43. But I did think it was really good value, because I have looked at this foundation and brush before, and if you actually look at it on its own, just the foundation and brush, I think it's usually in around about £30. So I just thought because of that it'd be quite nice. So I'm going to do very soft. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Born to Run. Obviously I've hit Pan and all the ones I love. I am just going to do something really soft today and just put a little bit of a colour wash over my eyes. So I'm just going to go really soft in my cut crease, and this is the colour called Weekender in the Born to Run palette. This palette is £43, but it doesn't come with a brush like a lot of the Naked palettes and things. It does have a lot of shades, though, probably more than the normal palette. And I'm just using a 217 and literally just putting a little bit of colour on my eyes. and I always like to go underneath too, just because I kind of do like to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. And then I'll just wash that out. Sometimes I'll kind of get a lighter colour and just keep blending. Just soften it down. So obviously this Doll Face Beauty that I got, it didn't have an eyeshadow with it. It was just I think it's pretty good value though to have a mascara, and we all have like a single palette somewhere, so, or even a single eyeshadow you could use, one of your own favourites. So and I'll just look here. So again, that was just a little tiny bit of a colour, just making sure I haven't gone, because I don't want to take it out the edge or anything today. I'm just literally and if you feel that you've gone too much, just kind of bounce over it. You don't have to, it's just a little bit of colour to your face. So what I'm going to do is, again, I've already washed my brushes, but I'm going to be washing them again obviously when I finish. And obviously washing your hands is really important now as well. And carrying sort of sanitizer and things with you. So I'm going to pop this through the colour bit through the eyebrows now. So as I said, I really love this product. So has anyone else any suggestions? Maybe a good TV series? Maybe a couple of films you've watched recently? I don't even know what. Obviously years ago I loved like True Blood and sort of ones like that. Also loved horror stories, all the different versions. So kind of like maybe gory stuff, I guess. Does that say a lot about me? I don't know. So I'm going to put a little bit of this product through now, and then, so this is the mascara, very unusual brush. It's one of those plastic ones. I'm not usually as keen on these brushes, but we'll give it a go. Tend to cover if I keep, you can shout at me if I keep covering my face. So please guys, comment below. Tell me what's happening in your life. Tell me if you're self-isolating. Maybe your other half is a key worker. My brother is a nurse, so yeah, he's working away. My friend, Miriam, she has to work away as well. I think there's a lot of people still have to work away. It's us guys, the creatives and stuff, are obviously being locked down because putting makeup on isn't seen as a necessity, and obviously photo shoots is not, and portraits is not seen as a necessity. So yeah, so although I have so much admiration for all the nurses and doctors and things, because it must be crazy at the minute. At the end of the day, they can actually get this, you know, they're not, you know, protected in any way. They can get it just the same as anyone else, whether they wear masks and suits and plastic suits and washing their hands, and you know, they can get it. So it is very worrying for our family and things. I've done a whole lot of things, like I would see my parents usually quite a lot, and obviously I'm not going to be seeing them at all. I haven't seen them in quite a few weeks now. And I would always done things, special occasions with my mum. Mother's Day we went out and did something. We usually went for a nice drive, and we would have went for something to eat, usually the cafe shop, and you know, we would always had a really nice girly day and had a long walk. yeah, and all that. Obviously I want her to be safe, so that's all stopped. And I think it's something that we do have to really think about, because I know there is a lot of young people out there that feels like, I don't know, they're invincible, and I have seen groups of kids still gathering, and I think we have to just think that it's not even ourselves, it's the other people, and if you end up giving it to someone and they die, you know, that is just, you know, how do you even kind of live with that? So that's the whole issue, isn't it, really? And that's what we have to think about, keeping others safe, you know, not just ourselves. So yeah, it's a bit crazy times, but please, you know, comment below the things that are helping you through this. We're all in it together. So yeah, just going to try the lipstick now. It's a really nice colour, and this is one, it's like, they call it a hydro gloss, so that's why I went with a warmer tone in the eyes as well. My lips are pretty dry. I think I'm going to have to do a lot of self-care treatments, masks, a lot of. It's really moisturising. It's very like, it almost feels wet on your lips, but it's really nice because I have quite dry lips at the minute. So I'm going to use a little bit of the blusher now. So this is the cream blusher, so that's the colour there, and again I think you can just like pat it, just the cheesy apples of the face. And I guess this is why they call it doll 10, because you end up looking like a doll. So that feels quite nice. I'm not going to use, my skin's quite dry at the minute, so I'm not going to use really any powder or anything. I'm just going to use my Urban Decay, and I'll just set this, and that's us. So, and we'll just do your just X, and that's it. So I'd say, like this, like in all the products, the foundation is very much full coverage. I mixed it with that Note BB cream, which has obviously made it probably a little bit lighter. So I don't know, guys, what do you think? Sometimes it's just nice, do a little bit of makeup, cheer yourselves up. My crazy curly hair, I can't do anything with it. No hairdressers are open, so yeah, I have mad curls. So what do I even do with my bubble there? It's probably dropped, or it's probably in this mop. Oh my word, look at the hair. How are you meant to even cope with this? There, it's there. How are you meant to cope with this hair? What do you do with it? Oh, I need to put like loads of serum. It's like, oh my word, I'm like I just look like a mop, don't I? I'm like one of those, you could turn me upside down and you could do the floors. Yeah. Well, so, well, I think I'll put this back up before I scare you anymore. Yeah, I do think this, I'll wear it all day. Let me check in with you later on live, tell you how it's worn. And I hope you have a really nice day, and I hope you like that, and maybe check out Doll 10. I think QVC are still doing it. That was the medium colour, but as I said, I got that because I wanted to work with my tan, and then I knew that I can always mix it anyway, because I've got, obviously I have a lot of other foundations and all sorts of things, so that's why I just mixed it. So there you go, that's the finished. I hope you just have a lovely day. Stay safe, everybody, and stay at home. So I'll see you again. All right, bye.